So, setting resolutions for 2025. I think the more I'm growing, the more I'm thinking you know, to start on some fresh resolution before the year ends. Having a head start is definitely something that can definitely help you on the long term. And for me, my resolution, so if you've watched the previous video, to summarize, I mentioned all my 3 accomplishments: graduating from my PhD, or at least defending for now my PhD. I didn't have the diploma officially. Maintaining the business, even though it's not like a big, let's say, win, going through those early years of business is challenging. So managing despite the obstacles is for me a big win by itself. And the way that I expanded my network was a big realization for me. So, what are the resolution I'm currently planning to make in 2025? So one of them is slowly, detaching myself from all those obligations. So, I had a lot on my plate. At some point, I was like president of my student association. I was a PhD student. I was teaching. I was starting my business. So a lot on my plate. And I'm realizing that I want to focus on one thing and experiment, see how it goes. One of the things I was fearing is like, oh, I will get too bored because I'm doing of the same thing. But being in the setting here of the studio where you meet different personas, different personalities, different business spheres is really rewarding. So I want to really work on the business in terms of making it grow so it can sustain itself without me being there. I know it's like maybe vague what I'm saying, but really this reason someone wants to really start a business, yes, you make money out of it, but you bring value to the world. You're building a team that you're also providing in terms of money, in terms of financial security. And this is my vision, like really building a team, having more clients, more satisfied clients, and slowly, seeing what works and what doesn't. One of my self-limitation was, so I have it here behind this camera, a teleprompter. I'm not reading a text here, but I have another camera here. And for me, being someone who really love honesty, I thought that reading a text won't sound genuine on camera. But a lot of my clients love it because it's sharp, easier. They have their bullet points and they just go through the text, as busy self, entrepreneurs or self professional, that autonomous worker. You need to, save as much time as possible coming to the studio. So this was a big win for me, despite my limiting belief. So, yeah, resolution-wise, honestly, on a personal note, I've been binging a lot of YouTube recently. All the way more trying to reconnect and connect deeper with my faith. So it's something that I had to battle a lot with, faith and science, because coming from a Christian background and pursuing this education in, a high education, understanding better what we know and what we don't know, allowed me to reconnect a lot with God. And actually, a little shout out, probably this won't go through, but shout out to Sam Shaboon that I discovered a few months ago. And really, it helped me deepen my strengths and really to really fight for what is, I believe it is true. And the message I want to share here is not like that Christianity is the only truths and convert to Christianism. I like some challenges. So if you have any type of faith, if you're an atheist, agnostic, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, whatever, focus on what's good in your religion. If you think your religion is the best, fight for it. But also be aware of what are the counter arguments. Be open to that. See if they're really, you know, provided with some sort of background proof. So one of my resolution next year is to go deeper with my faith. Slowly, as I said, removing things so I can focus on the business. I'm really excited. For one last year, I promised myself to be teaching. And the reason why is this year I connected with a client who was a student of mine. And I was like, wow, every opportunity in business is a way to find leads in a way. And for me, that was really one of my biggest win this year, like in terms of client acquisition. I would say, like, wow, the student that become herself an entrepreneur and doing those things for her clients is amazing. So focusing more on the business or on one thing, focusing more on my faith, staying sharp and healthy. So I'm getting there. I have back injury that came back a week ago or a few days ago. So I'm trying to also be mindful of that and listen to my body as well. But in terms of that, I really want to just like go all in business, see how things will unlock. This is a dilemma that I'm currently facing. Should I just give up on science? And this is one of the realization I made through this year. I don't want to mention names, but there's a big French scientist that influenced a bit the COVID era, and now he was accused of falsifying the studies, and it shows me that you know even in the scientific sphere, if you're influential or have money, you can still change the way science is perceived. And for me, this is irritating. And this is why I want to focus on the business first, to build this authority to say, hey, I'm someone legit. I'm not here to joke around. If I want to do science, is to make an impact. And, building this business kind of, maybe it's like an important syndrome and I don't need to, but it gives this authority to say, hey, look, now I have the money, now I have the influence, listen to me. So in a way, I believe that there's a lot of good scientists out there, but they prefer focusing on their science, which is great. Keep doing it. But I believe that you need someone who is also willing to fight for it. Like say, hey, the way we do science now is really not fair, so let me speak it out. So this is, I guess, one of the mission I want to push through this channel. The more and more we go through the year of 2025. So I want to be more consistent with content creation. If I find some way to delegate of my time to create content here at the studio. So, yep, that's, I believe, are some of my resolution: deepening my faith, slowly focusing on the business, but still fighting what is, I believe, is right in terms of what should be a good scientist lifestyle or scientific lifestyle for the future of the people that are going through that sphere. So let me know, what are the resolution you're already taking action on. I'll be curious. So this video is recorded on the 29th. I will be um, posting it tomorrow. So wishing you all the best for 2025 and Happy New Year. Let's accomplish great things together. If you're someone who is motivated, please feel free to follow this channel. I don't expect, big followings, but hey, who knows? Maybe one day, in return, we can really help a lot of people. So, yep. Have a great day. See you soon.